Hi, everybody. It's Monday, which means it's time for Happy Hour with Holly. I'm so excited to have today with me my guest, Mallory Collins, with Restorative Touch Massage.
Yes.
I'm like, does it have the word massage at the end?
It does.
Mallory and I met recently, well, not recently,
a year ago.
last year, at a networking meeting that I typically go to, Creating Inspirational Networkers. So shout out to them. A great group of professionals in Mound, and we met, and I was looking for a massage therapist, and so I started utilizing her services.
Yay!
And I'm very happy to. But you have some specialties, so I want to get into that today. But just to start off with, talk a little bit about yourself. Are you from Texas originally?
I am not. I am blessed to be a military brat. So both my parents are active duty military, very grateful for their service. And I randomly ended up in Texas about 11 years ago. So most recently from Northern California is where my mom retired from. And I am a massage therapist in Mound, Texas.
Yes, and so for my friends who may be watching from here that don't know, I am from California originally.
Yeah.
Lived in Northern California, so I asked you where you lived or where
specifically.
she lives.
Alameda, which was
Alameda.
okay. It's a man-made island in San Francisco Bay.
Yeah.
So that's where I went to high school, and
my gosh.
that's where I also went to massage therapy school was in Emeryville, California. So it was right down the street from Pixar, right next door to Berkeley. So it was an awesome school to go to massage therapy school with, and it's actually, oddly enough, number 3 in the country.
Oh, wow.
So definitely got blessed out just it being down the street.
Yeah.
So a lot of people that went to my school actually drove and commuted and found places to live for the year. But for me, it was just a 30-minute drive. So it was really kind of neat to get to go to that school.
You are lucky, especially at the expense of living up in that area.
Yes, right? We were already
there.
It.
Yeah. So is this something you always wanted to do, massage therapy? Like, how did you end up a massage therapist?
I used to massage my stepdad's back when I was 12. The rule was that he would lay on the floor and I got to watch whatever I wanted to on TV.
Oh. Well.
So and he would go, he's like, it's really tight there, press extra there, that kind of stuff. So he really actually like on the job training was that. And then my junior year of high school, I became the statistician for the basketball team.
Okay.
And one day we were at an away game and I'm sitting in the bleachers. The freshmen I think were playing and I'm just sitting there kind of doing my homework. The athletic trainer came over to me and asked if I knew how to wrap ankles. And I didn't, I'm like, no, I have no idea what that means. Yeah, exactly. And so he was like, I need help, like wrapping ankles, doing this. And so again, on the job training, I got really good at wrapping ankles, wrapping knees, figuring out icing, when to eat, when to heat, when to ice, stretching and anatomy, and really working with athletes.
Okay.
So with that, kind of exploring my options after high school, I decided to be a massage therapist.
Okay.
So, and my passion definitely is anatomy, kinesiology. The type of massage that I do is very therapeutic, rehabilitative. I work with a lot of athletes and weekend warriors. And right out of massage therapy school, I actually worked for Oakland Laney Junior College in Oakland, California.
Okay.
I worked for their football team. So I was there for 2.5 years. I worked for 3 seasons, and I worked with the football team underneath the athletic director or athletic trainer, Greg Saunders. And I also worked with the baseball team, girls volleyball team.
Now, were you doing massage for them?
Yes.
Or were you doing,
So I was in the locker room. I know, right? I was in the locker room, and I was wrapping, icing, massage. Basically, there was, I had a little clipboard, and they would put their name on it, what their number was, jersey number, and what their issue was. Okay. So it was really kind of neat, where it was very targeted, specific massage therapy, whether it was, ankles, shoulders, this, and it was great because they would come in like, it hurts when I do this, right? And so with that, I got to apply the kinesiology knowledge that I knew, right? Okay, what muscle is that? Origin, insertion, action, and figuring out how to work that so that when they play and they have scouts coming on Friday or whatnot, that they can play better.
Okay. So do you feel like you've been doing this for a very long time? Do you think you have like healing in your, like you're a healer, healing in your hands? Like, do you feel like you were meant to
That's kind of
help people. Is that a weird question?
Yes, I've always liked people, and I've always wanted to help people in a tangible way.
Okay.
Totally pun intended. I've always been very hands-on.
Okay.
In everything that I do. I am very tactile, and I'm also a kinesthetic learner. Okay. So doing something helps me.
Yeah.
Moving my hands, being active when I'm learning also helps me retain information. So that was awesome with massage therapy school, right? Because you were allowed to move during all that. I have been a massage therapist for 16 years. And it's been awesome. And I was reading somewhere that they were saying that you don't become an expert at something until you've done it for 10,000 hours.
Oh, wow.
And the cool part is that I've exceeded that 10,000 hours. I average 80 to 100 hours a month. And so at the end of a year, I'm at about 1,000 hours a year of massage, hands-on practice, right? So after 16 years of that, I've had quite a few. And so lately, probably in the last 4 or 5 years, I do feel like there's more of a, I would say intuition, but because I've been doing it for so long, I've touched so many bodies. I'm able to tell, hydrated, not hydrated, rough day, not rough day. There's so many things that go into and what we hold in our muscle memory that because I've been doing it for so long, I've been able to cultivate that and actually figure out what's going on in people.
Okay.
Loved doing it before, and I am a good massage therapist, and I've been a good massage therapist for quite some time, but I just feel like now that I've done it longer, I'm even better at it. Yeah.
And so 16 years seems like a long time for a massage therapist. Is that a typical? I mean, I feel like most massage therapists that you meet are very young.
Right.
And I don't know, you don't ever see.
Exactly, right?
So
seasoned massage therapists are not as common.
Okay.
But we're getting more there. We're learning body mechanics. We're learning how not to burn out. Okay. We're able to price ourselves so that I can maintain my business, pay my bills, and still have a life. Mm-hmm. A lot of times massage therapists, they go into very low prices, and that's what you need to do in the very beginning and whatnot. Okay. But such low prices meaning that you have to work all the more in order to just maintain. And so the burnout is a serious thing.
Okay.
And because we all love people and massage therapists want to help everyone, a lot of times we will compromise our own well-being. Mm-hmm. And so in the beginning, it's hard because you're like, okay, one more person. I've already done 6 hours of deep tissue massage. Someone text messages me, my shoulder's killing me. And you go, oh yes, I want to help you, right? Okay. But after a while, you're just like, oh my gosh, now I have to call in because 2 weeks of constantly taking more people and not, I can't think of the word, but not pacing myself. Yeah. Now all of a sudden I'm burnt out and now I have carpal tunnel, I have this. So being able to limit yourself on what you can do a really good job at what you're doing, and obviously work smarter, not harder, that kind of a thing. But yeah, I don't know a lot of massage therapists that have been as licensed as I have been.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems unusual.
But we're getting better. Yeah, we're getting there.
So for those of you who aren't lucky enough to live in Flower Mound and who could actually come see you,
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
What would you tell people to look for or ask about if they're looking for somebody to go to a massage therapist to relieve pain or
absolutely.
Like that?
So if you're looking for an issue, if you actually have an issue that you need to work on, it is great to look at a massage therapist's website and make sure that you're not. So on my website, I make it a point where I don't have the word relaxing anywhere.
Okay.
And that's on purpose. There's no relaxing. There's no you deserve this.
You will not relax.
No, yeah. I do have people fall asleep, so I am grateful that I do have people fall asleep. I do have people that will relax, and not all of my clients know that I have elbows, but if you're not looking for a frou-frou spa type massage, there are things to look for. You want to look for the words therapeutic. You want to look for rehabilitative. Okay. You want to look for a massage therapist on their Facebook page that's talking about stretching and water drinking and well-being and overall health, as opposed to time to get away, melt your troubles away, relaxation. Who is relaxation? If you don't want an elbow, if you are like, look, I don't want any kind of pain, I just want to lay here and leave me alone, those are the words you look for, right? You look for relaxation. You look for melt your stress away. You look for you deserve it and luxury, because that's what you're going to get. You're going to get probably awesome sugar scrubs and things that are going to feel blissful, but your shoulders still might hurt, right? That's the hard part, where it's like, okay, what I've been able to do over the, course of years is like, okay, so we do a lot of hard work and we get things down and we strip muscles and we open stuff up. I do a lot of stretching, that kind of a thing. But I always try to end each of my sessions with neck work. Something that's relaxation, something that you can actually when you're laying there and your body's now been through all this craziness, now you can delay and actually get to fit. So to answer your question, I would look for words like therapeutic, rehabilitative, sports, deep tissue, someone that knows their anatomy. And yeah, those are the words I would look for.
Okay. Now, one thing that you do or that you use in your massages is CBD.
Yes.
And I know that's kind of
it's kind of a new thing
right now.
Right.
So what's the benefit of using CBD during massage?
It's been phenomenal. So CBD topically has been great for my clients and for myself. When you use CBD topically, it helps relieve muscle tension. It helps with pain. It helps with inflammation. It's a huge anti-inflammatory, right? Okay. So it's almost kind of like a topical Motrin. And so, started looking into CBD. June will be a year since I've had it.
Wow,
yeah.
okay.
So, or June was a year, excuse me. So it's been a year and however many months plus June. And I started first using it as an oil and getting feedback from clients, and all of my clients were noticing a difference, right? Like all of a sudden it was like, wow, I feel more relaxed, or I feel like the massage lasted longer. My big talkers, my big energies, they would calm down quicker.
Oh.
And that was interesting, right? Also, sometimes I have these guys with like really big backs, huge muscles, and it would take me like the whole hour just to work on the back, right? Well, now all of a sudden, it's almost like cutting in half. Like all of a sudden the muscles are relaxing quicker. I'm able to get in better. And now I'm like, oh, wow, what normally took me an hour maybe took me 35, 40 minutes. So now I can stretch out hips, or I can work on feet, or, work on a different area. So now I'm actually able to get more done in the session, which is awesome for my clients and for myself. And it saves my hands. When you're talking about longevity of massage therapists, I noticed that last April, and my husband brought it up to me, now that I'm using my CBD oil, my wrists don't hurt at the end of the day.
Interesting.
So about last April, I was talking to my husband and just kind of like, I need to start icing my hands. I need some paraffin wax. I need to do, I have a popcorn bowl that I would put my Epsom salt in.
Okay. And
so fast forward however many months later, my husband was like, so how are your wrists doing? And I'm like, I have no problems with my hands anymore. And I'm elbow deep in CBD oil, 6-7 hours a day. So that's been phenomenal and very helpful.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Now you have some
elbows. No, thank you. See, Yvette, that's okay. So you would say that. You would be like, okay, so I don't want elbows. I would like more of a relaxation, and I don't need you to get in that deep. And you don't use elbows on everyone. Right, well, it all depends.
My mom went and saw Mallory last time she was here, and she did not want elbows either. So that's
true. Yes,
but it's important to communicate with your therapist.
Be assertive.
Too.
Don't worry about hurting your massage therapist's feelings. Like, you are paying them for their service. They're working for you that hour, so you let them know that's too much. And it doesn't hurt our feelings because we really want to help people. I mean, genuinely, like, I work in the darks in a box just to help people feel better. It would kill me to know that, like, oh, I really didn't want elbows. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So, yes, let your massage therapist know what you want.
Okay.
Yes.
So the next thing I want to have you talk about is the CBD pain relief oil. And I'm going to jump away for a second.
Yay! So the doorbell rang. Last June, I started adding CBD oil to my massages. And my whole goal was just to add CBD oil, get feedback from clients. Clients fell in love with it. And then fast forward 2 or 3 months, and all my clients, I'd say five of them in one day, asked me if they could buy what I was using in session. And that presented a problem because all I had was enough for the sessions that month, right? And so for work purposes, I was like, no, you can't buy what I'm using in session. First of all, I've been doing this for 14 years at this point. No one's ever asked me to buy what I'm using in session. And so at that point, I make my own body butter, and so I just put in CBD oil in the body butter, and I was like, okay, now you can buy this. Well, that started to get me thinking, and what could I make that my clients could use at home? And so I actually formulated my own CBD pain relief balm. And I use it in every single session. This is what I use in every session, and this is actually what I sell in my office. So to today, I have sold over 350 of these balms, which has been awesome. So lots of repeat customers, and I actually have 2 massage therapists that sell this retail in their offices as well. One in Kansas and one in Maryland. And then I have a chiropractor in Flower Mound that actually sells this retail as well. So it was one of those like surprise things. I didn't anticipate it. I just thought, I'll make a few and see if clients like it. And my first reorder was actually after last Christmas season. So it was around January. I get an email from a guy I don't know, and he's like, "Hi, my name is so-and-so. My daughter gave me your pain relief balm for Christmas. It's wonderful. It smells amazing. I need to order more." He lives in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, wow.
Marijuana is legal in Portland, Oregon, right? So this is not marijuana. Obviously, this is hemp. This is just hemp, nothing like that. But he could go down and get like an actual THC infused pain relief balm. I mean, like he has all this access. And he's in Portland, Oregon. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, are you seriously ordering from me? Like in like little Flower Mound, Texas? So my very first reorder was actually someone resent it. I can. So I do ship it. The best time to ship it is now. I kind of deter people from shipping it between July and August in Texas. But usually if I have a shipment in that time frame, I freeze it the night before and I put it in the padded envelope and I ship it. So I do ship it. Most of my sales are out of my own office.
Yeah. And it is really wonderful. My mom uses it. I use it. Mm-hmm. I've been having Achilles problems. I rub it on every day. Yeah. Like it's really great. And it doesn't. What I like is it doesn't have an overpowering smell. So you're not walking around smelling like weird anything stuff. In particular.
So the purpose. So there's a little bit of peppermint oil, but there is it's made with coconut oil, shea butter, and candela wax, copaiba essential oil, marjoram essential oil, lavender essential oil, peppermint essential oil, cypress essential oil, and basil essential oil. And so I formulated the CBD with 6 essential oils that are known for their pain relieving properties, anti-inflammatory properties, and it's amazing on how well it blends. So, and it's also a little bit thicker. So it's a balm. It's green because I use raw hemp oil. And that's kind of why I had to put the essential oils in there too, right? So at first it stunk. And so I was like, well, if I add essential oils that are good for pain relieving, and then that way I can do that, it'll be beneficial on all parts. So it seems to have a really good, everyone likes the smell. The consistency is thicker because the whole goal was for me to use it in massage sessions, right? So a little goes a long way. It's not a cream. It's not a lotion. It literally is a balm, right? So
it's not greasy.
Yeah, it's not greasy. And it's really good on bug bites and cuts. And sunburns randomly. I had a client tell me, she's like, it works really good on sunburns. I'm like, okay, that's good to know.
I had surgery 2 months ago, and I've been using it on my scars and just on kind of some muscle pain.
Absolutely. It's great for scars because the coconut oil, right? And that and the candela wax is the vegan alternative to beeswax. Oh. And so it has kind of that sealant.
Okay.
And that's why I chose that. When I first started formulating it, I had a client go, people that are into hemp might be vegan, so want to make sure you don't use beeswax. I'm like, okay. I'm not a vegan, but so candela wax. So it is 100% vegan. It's all food grade and therapeutic grade essential oils. So I did have a client who text messaged me and asked me if she could use it in her mouth because she had some teeth pain. And she could, and she did, and it worked fine apparently. So it doesn't taste good. Yeah. But yeah, it's you can eat it.
All right.
If you're desperate. Own. Yes.
Awesome. Well, we'll put the link to your website.
Yeah. Thank you.
Here. So if you're local, you can actually book directly with Mallory on her website.
Yes, I do online booking. I would love to see you.
But if you're interested in purchasing the balm, Mallory can put up there how to do that.
Yes, you can actually purchase on my website as well. So I have it purchased there. I get an email and I would ship it to you. So I have online booking and online purchasing. It just makes it a lot easier, right?
And if you have any general questions about massage or CBD pain relief, Mallory is
seek me out.
Very educated. So about all these things. So go ahead and drop her a line. You can. any comments. If you're watching this on playback, let us know.
Okay,
so
yeah,
that we
please
can
do.
say
Yeah,
hi.
if you're catching the replay, let us know.
And we appreciate your time watching. And thank you so much
Thank
for
you. I
joining me.
appreciate
I'm glad we
it.
were able to work.
Woohoo!
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Hey.
Hey.